Hey everybody, welcome in. My name's Shaylin and this is Trinity Vision, and today I have an important message for you. And if you're watching this right now, you're watching this because you are being activated to step into your divine femininity. For a while I was always confused about being in your feminine energy and embracing your divine feminine, because whatever I saw was always kind of about relaxing into a state of bliss and peace and receptivity, and I do believe that's part of it. I do think that is a piece of it. Having heart and love and compassion and forgiveness and all of that is really a part of it, but there's also another part which kind of speaks on the sovereignty and the power that you receive by stepping into your divine feminine. And you've probably been getting the call to connect with mother goddesses recently, like Isis, Hathor, Mary Magdalene, just women who really understood and brought about significant transformation through the power of their divine feminine beings. So I wrote something last night, so that's kind of how I'm going to kick off this transmission or message or whatever you would like to call it. I was working with Isis last night, so this is what I had to say. And this is probably going to resonate with you as well. I have been awakening to the true power of the divine feminine, and I believe we sovereign women and divine feminine women are being activated to reclaim this ancient primordial power of intuition, raw mystical and sexual powers, a whole wave of women. We are meant to be the carriers and gestators of this brand new spark of divine life, to channel, attune to, and tap into the hope, love, and faith of a brand new world rooted in harmony, peace, balance, and the union of opposites, of the energies of divine masculine and feminine, to end the conflict, to assist men in stepping into their authentic power, of positively supporting, protecting, and uplifting, and revering women for the amazing life-giving and creative force that we are. We cannot step into our power if we expect them to shift before we do. That would be, yet again, another way of giving away our power. And we are blessed to have a great many men on the precipice of this shift and those who have already shifted. We must honor our role of being the great divine spark of inspiration, the muse, and the primordial force of creation. We are the Holy Grail, the vessel of pure source consciousness, a direct portal to spirit and the divine. We must revere ourselves as such, first and foremost. We are the secret key, our loving hearts, magic powers of intuition, transmutation, transformation, alchemization of pain into power, and innate gifts of the ability to heal, will awaken the divine masculine even further than they already are. Our power is the answer, our sovereignty the path to achieving it. Purging, purifying, cleansing, consecrating, and protecting your energy will bring you safety to tap into and to receive your gifts on all levels. Keep the intention in mind to serve the highest good of all beings in all places, and maintain an energy of balance in all areas of life to achieve your highest dreams and visions. Call on spirit and all higher powers you feel drawn to work with, as they are here to assist your evolution. So if you don't know where to start, call on whoever it is that has made themselves known to you. And if you're watching this, someone has made themselves known to you, whether it be Isis, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Hathor, Inanna. There are so many ancient mother goddesses. And I do believe that we're stepping into a time where we're coming from an old way of only revering and respecting father gods, where now it's like we need the union. We need the unification of opposites. We need to include the Mother Earth being number one. We need to revere and respect and worship the mother goddesses, and to find community with other women through those things, and to bring about their wisdom and their light by tapping in. Because as a divine feminine, those are our innate gifts and abilities. To be able to sense beyond the veil, to feel beyond the veil, to use the power of our heart to anchor in a frequency of love and healing. And yeah, I think that is what we are shifting towards. There's one more thing I wanted to touch on with this. Yeah, revering ourselves first and foremost. Now, I know that we have suffered, over the many, many years, oppressive power. We have been subjected to this, and ultimately denied and repressed these gifts and these abilities in order to be safe, right? Like, we couldn't exactly do that when the witch hunts were happening. But we're in a time now where we're safe to be able to do this. Now, I know that there's some people who can't, but for those of you who can and who are safe to do this and who are being called to do it, it is important that you anchor this frequency within. And I feel as though like I've only just started scratching the surface of this. And if you're watching this, maybe you're in the same boat, and we'll go on this journey of discovering these things together. Let me just pull an angel card to see if I can just bring in some energies, some of the angels, to see if they can support this message. Solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Yeah, this is the center of divine will. The solar plexus. Wow, I can't talk today. Maybe you're learning how to express your truth, because it feels like my tongue is like all twisted and I'm fumbling over my words. So you are probably opening up to being able to express your truth and being able to articulate your vision of the world and bringing that into the realm of sound. But yes, the solar plexus chakra. Plexus, yes. It's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Exactly. Imagining the positive outcome to whatever situation that you are in, and collectively, this collective experience that we're in, imagining the positive outcome, believing in the positive outcome, trusting the intuition of your heart, stepping out of your mind, stepping into your heart, and believing in the power of your divine will. And our divine will says that we can make positive change in this world. So, and it's safe for us to do that. Throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So they're helping you open up. Stepping into your divine will, opening up your throat chakra, being able to speak and express your truth without fear, in the comfort of safety, because your angels are protecting you. And they're encouraging you to step into the light and to share your wisdom. Now, there was one more thing. I have this book, actually. It's called Magdalene Mysteries. It's a great book. I've kind of only recently started to really dive into this, even though I've had it for years and years and years. And the night that my Nana passed away, there was this prayer. I should have put a bookmark in it. But I wanted to read this prayer. It's called the Dragon Prayer. I believe it is still over here. Prayer of the Dragons, found it. And it's interesting. The beginning of this book is really talking about this ancient power of the Great Mother and this ancient power of creation that they have. And I'll do some more videos on what I learn and what I discover. But Mary Magdalene actually worshipped, and Jesus too, worshipped the divine feminine and revered and paid respect and tribute to the divine mother and her powers of creation. So let me just read this dragon prayer. There is no beginning of time and no end, only cycles of birth, dissolution, and rebirth, eternal spirals of becoming that inevitably return us to the fecund womb of darkness, where we quietly gestate the next phase of our journey. We wax, we wane, we wax again. Ours is a lunar womb world. Mother Night, the great shepherdess of the dark birthing sea, presides over her queendom along with her numinous, luminous divine children, the moon, the imperishable stars, and the fertilizing sun. The song of creation sounds forth, rising up from her nether mouth, the great whore of the cosmos. Let there be moonlight over the primordial oceans. Let the earth and her creatures be born. The she-dragon, Namu, Hor, Tiamat, creatrix of many names, stirs in the deep. We know her by her birth bellows, her volcanic eruption and earthshake. New land pours out with her lava. Valleys rise into mountains, hills sink back into the seas. There are forces older than human that shape us, that we must learn to live with, that we must summon and evoke, that we must have faith in. Our spirits fly with soul birds. Our thighs are strong like the bounding gazelle. We spit and kick with the vigor of wild asses. We mate like lions, we roar. The power in the wildness is ours to remember. The serpents coiled around each other, sexually conjoining, pulsating, mesmerizing, magical, as do the two strands of our human DNA. New life arises. Woman's blood comes monthly with the moon. It is the gift of the goddess, the gift of life in the measure of time. From the mother's blood our bodies are formed. From the milk of her breasts we are nourished. From her womb we are born. All cultures arise from this foundation, may we never forget. Male and female, masculine and feminine, God and goddess come together. Infinite form is birthed. One becomes two, two becomes one. We are interwoven everywhere. The microcosm reflects in the macrocosm, the mundane in the celestial, as in the heavens, as in the earth, as in the wild creatures, so it is in us. The fruit of the date palm nourishes us. Her fronds shade us. The reeds of the marshes become shelter. The dry land is watered, the field plowed, the furrow seeded. Green shoots of wheat and barley rise each spring. We celebrate their return with the Eshesh new moon temple festivals and the rites of sacred marriage. In turn, we celebrate each new moon, her golden crescent crown like the horns of the wild cow, reminding us of all that nourishes us, our many mothers. The garden of earth and spirit must be cultivated with song, with prayer, with craft, with ritual, with the waters of life. We weave the world into being. Every moment, every word, every item of beauty we adorn ourselves with is its own magic. Let the gate of horn be thrown open. Let us step across time into another world. Let what is ancient be remembered and be born again into fresh forms. Love becomes itself. We are hearkening back to a time where the ancient wisdom is now being funneled back in through us. And we are bringing this we are bringing these ancient women and this ancient wisdom forth into the world, this modern world, which you should listen to the song, Ancient Dreams in a Modern Land by Marina, because it is so good and it'll get you fired up and like right into this like state of just pure excitement about what is really possible, because I really truly do believe that it is possible to come back to that ancient time. And man, like I feel like I've been a little bit tongue-tied this whole reading because there's so much to talk about when it comes to the divine feminine. So much. And like obviously a little bit of fear too, because like I don't know, like the divine feminine has been repressed for a long time. The way the world works, it's not a balanced system, you know what I mean? Like, I know that we're coming back to it, and that is evident. Like, the wheel is turning, and I'm seeing the wheel of fortune in my mind right now. Like, the karma, we are coming back on top. The karma is being purged, you know, the exploitation of women. This is all being purged. And we're really at the dawn of a new earth. And we get there through respecting and revering our own mystical powers. Maybe you resonate with being a witch, a light worker, a channel, a messenger, a psychic, a medium of the divine. Ooh, I'm seeing some pretty like little maple seeds swirling down. So I think you are. And I think that whoever's watching this, you're being called to usher this in through your whatever magic you practice, no matter how big or small. I know that you're actively calling in this new earth with your magic. I'm a witch, you know. You're a witch, probably, in some form or another, or a wizard. And, you know, you're a powerful being. You're here because you're a powerful being, and you're meant to be a leader of your own life and to create the things that you wish to see in your life and in the world. And stepping into your divine feminine power is exactly what is needed right now in this time, in this age. We really are at the dawn and the precipice of something fantastical, magical, miracle. Like miracles are going to happen. And this I know for a fact. Because when we start to not leave logic behind, but balance it out, you know, like the mind cannot answer all of the problems of the world. And I know that being stuck in overanalyzing and overthinking is something that's like really hard to break. But stepping into your heart, using your soul, connecting with your soul as a form of intuition, and ushering in peace is the direction forward. It's the way forward. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the ancient times. Like the times of ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia. There are so many. And I'm still learning, so be patient with me. But yeah, reclaiming this knowledge, reclaiming it, and maybe you should get this book or something along the lines. It's called The Left-Hand Path of the Feminine Christ. Or maybe anything by these two authors, Seren Bertrand and Azra Bertrand. Like the amount of just resources they have, how much research went into this, phenomenal. It's extraordinary. But yes, the reason why those ancient cultures were so advanced, in my opinion or in my belief, I believe it's because they were balanced. They were balanced out in their worship and the unification of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The powers of intuition and spirit, which we are the literal portals to as women. We are the literal portals to magic, manifestation, the divine, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it. We are the connection to that. And because that was honored in those ancient times, they were able to achieve feats that we can't even like wrap our heads around nowadays, right? They recognized the women's powers of intuition, of being able to see beyond the veil. And the women were able to transmute pain, trauma, suffering through the act of their love. And that was honored and that was respected. It was not demonized the way that it was and still is at some subconscious level. That is what we're clearing. That is what we're purging. 2111 on the timer. That is what we're clearing. That is what we're purging. We're releasing that old karma, the stuck shame of our innate gifts and abilities to heal, to be messengers of the divine. And listen, because sorry, that was a little bit forceful. Because the feminine was repressed for so long, and women have repressed it, men have also repressed it. And that's why it's not safe emotionally for men to express their feelings, and why their pain, they can't escape from it. And why so many men now, and women too, but why a staggering amount of men also take their lives, because they can't tap into that feminine aspect of themselves. Men and women have both the divine feminine, divine masculine within them, the emperor, the empress energy within them, and that needs to come into a state of balance and unification within, in order to, live the path of least resistance, live a life of ease, of harmony, balance, truth, honor, compassion, confidence, fortitude, all the good things. Tapping into and balancing the feminine and allowing her to flourish, trusting the feminine, knowing that the visions that you get, and the hopes that you have, you are safe to have them. I'm definitely going to do more videos on divine feminine, because it is something that I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm still continuing to learn about and discover within myself. And I'm still coming up against, these blocks within myself to them and to the full embracing of them. So I'm currently, starting that journey. It's something that I've been interested in for a very long time, like years and years, but I feel like certain things along your life path just initiate you into discovering these things, right? And to implementing them in your life and fully embracing them. I've set the intention that whoever found this video was meant to find it at whatever time. And I think that if you are watching this, like, you're embarking on this spiritual discovery of the innate power of your divine feminine self, and really embracing that and trusting that, and like stepping outside of the rigid kind of boxes that we've been placed into with the current society that we are in. And I do believe that this current society is like crumbling, right? Because it is not honoring the divine feminine, and the fact that the divine feminine is not only an integral part of life, but the innate spark of life, the womb in which life grows. And the reason why, Mother Gaia is hurting and suffering so much, and our people are hurting and suffering so much, is because of all this backlog of shame, trauma, karmic energy. It needs to be purged, cleansed, released, Fear needs to be faced, confronted, and ultimately, purged, let go of, to face and assess and address the fears that we hold, and to really take a good hard look at them and see, because fear really arises out of this place of lack, believing that we are not within the reaches of the things that we desire and we want, that we lack the ability to love ourselves, whatever it is that we feel inside that we lack. That is the illusion of fear. And I think we're kind of coming into this time now where we're being asked to surrender our fears to Spirit, letting them go, so that we can feel safe to express our truth and to really operate from this place of our divine will, as women and as men and as beings and human beings, and to really find that state of balance between our masculine and feminine energies, and to really begin to revere the feminine and understand that this world is more than just human. This world is spiritual, and women are the gateway, and the divine feminine is the gateway, right? We are the gateway to the spiritual, and the spiritual must be integrated with the human experience, and also vice versa. Like, we can't just be trying to transcend the human experience, because the human experience has so much to offer and to teach us the wildness of our own being. We cannot repress and reject that either anymore, because it's caused a lot of pain, shame, suffering, and fear. But yeah, I'm gonna close off this reading with my Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. I'm gonna pull one card and send you on your way. Thank you so much for watching. You can definitely expect more videos where I talk about the divine feminine and kind of share what I'm learning, and we can kind of learn about these things together. So, Angels and Ancestors, how can the collective, how can whoever is watching this right now know that you are reaching out to them? Let's see. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Lion, buffalo, and I believe that's an eagle. There's a sun, a compass. A compass. Choose your path. Following your inner compass. I think that's what it's all about. You're probably seeing a lot of animal messengers as well. I connect a lot with the animal messengers, and Earth tries to speak to you for sure through the animals. Follow your own inner compass. Choose your path. Yeah, you're being initiated to start walking the path you see within and bringing about the changes in your life that you seek. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. And stay tuned for more divine feminine messages, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay?